I surrender.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file A078.
I am not happy! This isn't how it's supposed to be. You... You turned me into a monster!
We simply have no way to predict how the conduit's power will manifest.
I can't even control myself. What am I gonna do? Why would God do this to me? You're gonna make this right, Doctor. You hear me?
The process is irreversible. I'm sorry, but I don't...
You can't help me. I have no more use for you.
Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file... R013.
These monster attacks have the whole town in a panic.
I can't understand where they're coming from.
You need to get out of your lab more. People are dying out there. The Numerai police force wasn't equipped to deal with this crisis. Most are already dead. Bertrand hasn't wasted any time either. His militia has rushed in to fill the void. And while some are fighting monsters, they're also gaining acceptance as the de facto police force. They've started accusing some people of having deviant blood.
Bertram's going after conduits?
It seems that way. Everything that's happening seems to benefit Bertrand. Most people have started looking to him for leadership.
I can't believe this is happening.
You know how to have a good time. I'll give you that.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B074.
You've been holding out on me, Doc. I'm gonna have to keep a close eye.
It was a happy accident. Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R84.
Look, I know John is dead, but I'm not sure I should leave you here.
I'm on the verge of completing the RFI. I can't leave, not now.
Bertrand will make his move soon. You understand that? I think he means to seize all the First Son's assets.
I agree. Very few of them. Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R84.
Look, I know John is dead, but I'm not sure I should leave you here.
I'm on the verge of completing the RFI. I can't leave, not now.
Bertrand will make his move soon. You understand that? I think he means to seize all the First Son's assets.
I agree. Very few of them showed up for work today.
You should get those blast cores hidden.
I'll be fine. Bertrand still needs me, remember? Quo, you'll miss your boat. Maybe the last one out. Go, find McGrath. Bring him back here, and for God's sake, hurry up. Voicemail from Lucy Quo.
I made contact with McGrath soon after I got here. He wasn't that hard to find. He is cagey around women, otherwise I would have tried some romantic methods. He's obviously still in mourning, so getting him to leave may be difficult. So far, my best angle has been you, Dr. Wolf. The promise of new powers never fails to get his attention.
Audio surveillance of Lucy Quo, file R835. The new species from the swamp display humanoid characteristics. But how did they acquire the DNA? Which way up or down the food chain did they travel?
My guess is they're on top of the food chain.
Of course, the ambient wildlife of the swamp was exposed to radiation. Animal mutations, it's a viable theory. I just don't understand why Bertrand has refused to bring me samples of the creatures for study.
Why would he? You come up with some kind of repellent and his militia is out of a job.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B62.
Did you know Kessler had visions of the future? Had him over for lunch yesterday. He said he... He was visiting to inspect our facilities, but I suspect came here to Ray just to give me a message. He predicts the arrival of Condor, such power and wrath, it's gonna consume the world. He called it the Beast. He said it would come here to Numerade, that we must arm ourselves, prepare for its coming. He said we don't have much time.
Sounds ridiculous.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. But you know, I do believe in prophecy.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B62.
Did you know Kessler had visions of the future? Had him over for lunch yesterday. He said he was visiting to inspect our facilities, but I suspect he came here to Ray just to give me a message. He predicts the arrival of a condor of such power and wrath, it's gonna consume the world. He called it the Beast. He said it would come here to the raid, that we must arm ourselves, prepare for its coming. He said we don't have much time.
Sounds ridiculous.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. But you know, I do believe in prophecy, Doctor. What do you know about nuclear weapons?
Oh, no. 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 Oh. Oh.
heard gunfire all over the lab and the streets. Thought it was a government raid until I heard Bertram's disturbing voicemail.
No doubt you're wondering why I posted an armed man at your door. Guess he was dead. The first sons are finished in the raid. I've seized all their assets. You work for me now, Dr. Wolf, and there's much work to be done. The good news is, you'll make great strides with me at the helm. I'm gonna triple your funding, and you won't have to experiment on rats or monkeys anymore. You'll have an ample supply of human test subjects from now on.
Audio surveillance of Joseph Bertrand, file B107.
It's a thing of beauty, Doctor. How powerful is it?
It's a low-yield missile, as per your instructions. The payload should be roughly 51 kilotons. But I've never made anything like this before. If you'd allow me to run a blast test...
Out of the question. If we do that, the government will be at our doorstep before we even have time to measure the results. We'll just have to hope for the best. Hope that we never need to use it.
Audio report. Fine. Door won't hold them. I've done what I could to reverse the damage I've unleashed on the world.
Can you help?
After Bertram took control of the First Sons, I chose to stay on, and I committed further acts of horror under his twisted leadership. His resources allowed me to finish the RFI. That is all that matters. My God, I hope it works. I hope it exceeds my wildest expectations and put an end to the plague. Forgive me, Quo. I wish I could have warned you.
Eyewitnesses report the giant creature blamed for the destruction along the eastern seaboard has been attacked by a nuclear weapon. A flash and a giant mushroom cloud were seen off the coast of New Marais early this morning. Despite a direct hit, the threat has survived and was later seen inside the city. The current whereabouts of the creature are unknown, but for the moment, New Marais still stands. The Pentagon confirms the attack, stating that using nuclear weapons on American soil has always been a last resort. After the disappointing battle earlier this week, the situation has escalated, and new tactics must be brought to bear.